One of the things that I'm noticing right now in my practice is a tremendous increase over the last couple of years and recently especially in anxiety to the point where I've actually had some patients that really wanted their lives to end. And the reason they were moving in that direction was because they had become obsessed about world events and what was going on the planet, all the wars and everything, all the craziness that's going on out there in the world. And, these two people I'm thinking of in particular, were watching a lot of news, watching a lot of videos, tuning into even psychics about world predictions, and they had become quite obsessed with what was going on the planet. And one of the things in Ayurveda that is so emphasized is one of the best things we can do for the world is to connect more deeply to ourselves, to actually connect to our inner being, which is all called the atma. The atma is also known in our culture as the soul. So in Ayurveda, the body's made up of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, ether, and then there's the subtle body called the mind, intelligence, ego, and consciousness. But what's igniting that is the pure consciousness or the soul. So that's just considered fact in Ayurveda and the yoga system. So what happens is that if we identify with our mind, our ego, and our senses externally only, and if what we're looking at around us is on the television or on the computer or on the phone, based on the external reality of the world, we start identifying with it. And then we become tremendously anxious, fearful, disgusted with the planet, disgusted with humanity. And we see so many other people who are also disgusted, angry, irritable, and scared. So what is a solution is not to ignore that, but not to overly identify with it. And the way we can do that is by beginning to identify more deeply. A lot of people ask me, how do I stay sane, in these times that we're in? And I will tell you that I have a practice that I do every single day. I'm very regular about it, very committed to it. And this practice helps me connect from my own inner self to the divine. And without that, I would be going insane. I would be completely anxious. So it really, really helps, and it's practical. And as a human being, if we ignore that, then we end up identifying with everything outside of ourselves. And that's a real problem. Another point, and I was talking to a friend today about this, and this is something that is, spoken of in certain circles, especially in the world of shadow work, doing our inner shadow work, where we may be looking outside and disgusted and, hateful and extremely disturbed about what's going on outside. But a lot of times, some of those negative qualities and imprints and shadows in ourselves are being completely ignored, as if I have no darkness in me, or I have no hidden, issues in myself. I have no, negative feelings buried deep inside. They're all outside of me. So again, one of the best things we can do for ourselves is to work on that and to admit it and to forgive ourselves for it. And if we need to do some healing work, do some healing work around it. Face the shadows, face the darker parts of ourselves, honestly, because the truth is beyond that is our pure self, is our real self. And it's not far beyond. It's like a very thin layer. It's just if we're really scared of looking within and seeing those not so beautiful parts of ourselves, which are just basically wounds and hurts from the past that have been repressed. It's not so hard to clear them, honestly. So if we can be okay with that and then find our deeper self, then we won't be so identified with the misery, the hatred, the hell that is being expressed out in the world. And again, I'm not suggesting that we ignore that. I'm not suggesting that we lose compassion, because having compassion for the suffering of other humans and other living beings in this world is essential. It is a very healthy thing. But ultimately we want to, or the suggestion of the wise sages of the past in the yoga, Ayurveda, Chinese medicine, is look within and find the light and the truth in yourself, and then connect with the divine. And by doing that in a grounded way, be in the world in a grounded way, then you can, from that place, interact with other human beings in a compassionate way and a loving way. And even when people are struggling, you can be present with it. So be present with yourself, be present with the divine, and it will help you identify less with the craziness of the world so that you can stay sane. And, sanity is the medicine for insanity. And so that's all I want to say for today. Have a great day.